tried rejoining.
I'm going to unready and I'll wait till you guys come back. I wonder if... It shouldn't have happened just because I went to sharing. I usually kick the sharing off at this point.
I'm joining the session now. There we go, I'm back.
Yeah, you're back. How strange.
Your status has gone to medium in the connection.
Both when I logged in, they were both red, and then slowly ticked up to green. So
when you got kicked out, Nick, both of ours had gone down to 1 bar red. I wonder if there was a network.
All 3 of us are now medium. Yeah,
I've got all.
Sunday night's popular.
I've got all 3 are fully green.
I've got you and me at green, and Nick. No, everyone's green now.
I wonder if there was a blip somewhere, and that's what's done it.
Could be.
I wonder if Sunday night is more popular than Friday for F1 drivers.
It could be, especially after a race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay, I'm going to kick us off. I was just waiting for you, Mark. We're ready, let's go. Now, it's been a few weeks. Have you guys played any of this in the last few weeks?
Not really.
A little bit. I've off the back of our. I did hit it really, really hard after we last raced, because off the back of me talking about like maybe doing full length Formula 2 season, full length races. Yeah. I did that. But then I haven't really played for like the last week, so I'm going to be a bit rusty.
Okay, I've not had it on since we last played.
Oh, okay. I hit it hard for like a couple of weeks after we last played, but then not for the past week.
I think I played 1 race since we last played, so yeah. I've got back into the Destiny 2 grind.
Oh, have you now? Oh,
I have.
I done a few bits and pieces a while back. Destiny, like, they're finally doing the new. Oh shit, it's raining.
That looks rainy.
Oh, yeah. Rainy practice. Thanks
finally
a lot.
Doing. Let's have a look. Practice, rainy.
Track is wet. Thanks, Jeff.
Dry, race, rain, and then dry.
So mostly rain.
Dry qualifying though.
Have we got a dry race or wet race?
Wet race for the first 20 minutes.
Which is the length of our race, pretty much.
Yeah, that's the entirety of the race, isn't it?
Alright, and I've got a dry setup. Thank you. Oh, let's see what happens. I'm off out.
Oh well.
What is this pit exit?
This is...
Ooh. I think I smacked into the wall coming out of the pit.
I usually have the broadcast mix turned off when I play this game. But for some reason their fake engine that they use for the multiplayer card just sounds awful on that mode. So I have to turn broadcast mix on every time you jump into multiplayer.
Ooh, this is slidey.
Wall of Champions went nowhere near it. Oh,
I did a couple of laps earlier in the McLaren.
Very slidey around the hairpin.
To reacquaint myself, and I hit the World Champions on my first lap.
Nice. It's very slidey around the hairpin, by the way.
Good. Love it.
Good.
I was really hoping for some rain today, some proper rain.
Yeah, I was as well. It just needed something in like the last third to liven things up a little bit more.
So those first few laps.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh god, so good. I had no idea what was going on. The hell's Raikkonen doing in 6th? It's Carlos Sainz doing in front.
I was on the edge of my seat, shouting at the TV. Fantastic set of laps to begin with.
Yeah.
And it was a good race, and I can't believe the lead Hamilton had at the end. And where did Bottas go?
Yeah, it was a good race everywhere outside of the top 3.
Ooh.
Which actually is the pattern of this year, pretty much, isn't it? Most of the time.
Yeah.
Yep. Really impressed with Leclerc.
Yeah, he did good.
Gasly did very well.
Yeah, Ocon did surprisingly well.
Actually, yeah, I think
Yeah.
Ocon's drive was pretty impressive because he's
think
been
he's-
playing second fiddle, hasn't he, for a while?
He's been closing on Ricciardo though, like
Yeah.
closing the gap between them slowly but surely. Very slowly, but he
Yeah.
has been closing the gap.
He's a good racer, but he's had the year out, and you know it's a bit of an uncertain season. So it's nice to see a bit of form is coming.
Yeah.
Oh, is Toto Wolff his manager? I think.
Yes.
Toto Wolff is his manager.
Yeah. So a lot of and his Mercedes stable as well. He's a lot of talent there. So nice to see.
See,
I
I'm
don't
not-
like this
I was
one.
never entirely sure whether he's part of the Mercedes stable or whether the Toto's just got a side hustle acting as a few drivers' managers.
I think
wondered if-
Toto's just got a side hustle.
Right.
I thought he might have been
He's not
Mercedes'
officially
young
in the
driver.
Mercedes.
Is he not?
He's not a Mercedes driver, no.
Right.
As far as I'm aware, he's not got a contract with Mercedes. Bollocks. Those track limits get you.
Oh my god. I couldn't believe it that
Just
free
tell me
practice
Lance
1 and 2. 125 lap times deleted.
I know, that was
Probably weren't far off in the
ridiculous.
race.
How many, was it 3 people got time penalties for exceeding
Yeah.
track limits?
And there were a
Stroll
Kvyat and Grosjean.
and Grosjean, yeah.
And there were a few who were on their last warnings as well. I think
Albon,
Norris was,
got a
wasn't he?
few.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you've got the F1 app, then like you get a notification every time a
Yeah.
driver sort of exceeds, but doesn't necessarily get a warning. And I think every driver got at least one lap time deleted.
Yeah.
That app is amazing. It's definitely worth like
It
£2
is.
something I pay a month.
Oh, do you
for
still
it.
have to pay for it?
Yeah. Which is
well
kind of
worth it.
annoying that when you load up the videos and you're still forced to watch adverts on
Yeah.
the videos in an app that you pay for, but getting like the live times, live radio, like be able to like tap
The
on a
one-
driver's name and see their live telemetry.
You see, it used to be free, and I used it when it was free, but I kind of refused to pay for it because of what they charged
It's like
ultimately
£2
for it.
something a month, I think. There is
Yeah,
another.
it works
there's
out
a-
about £1 a race.
yeah. There's,
Yeah,
a,
but I'm
there's
already-
a more
I'm already
expensive option.
Paying for Sky for it.
Oh,
They have all
alright, see, I'm not.
they already have the red button stuff as well. So it's like, well, why? Yeah, I don't really want to do another one.
We just go over to my other half's parents to watch it because they've
Oh,
got
right.
the Sky package.
Yeah, I've just got my dad's login to Sky Go.
That last chicane before the home straight, it's real easy to exceed track limits there.
Is that where you're making up all the time? Oh, fuck off!
No.
Exceeded track limits. Not
So
at that
I've
point.
not exceeded them, I don't think. I did a couple of times when I was running around it in time trial mode, so... Did you see Lando Norris's tweet the other day about he posted a tweet up with oh shoot spun. The pole setting lap for the 24-hour GT3 race at Spa.
No.
Yes.
Board camera and just the flagrant abuse of track limits that had no consequences at all. Well, it was the pole setting lap, so there were no consequences to it at all. Just like all 4 wheels way over the line.
That was crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was like, it reminded me of my overtake on Newmark. When we did the arcade race.
Yeah. But I don't know how they get away with it, or whether they're just not that hot on the rules in GT racing.
Then for that race, they're not for the. It was for the Spa 24. They're not enforcing track limits. They're only doing it on Radeon.
Ah, right.
So anywhere else is fair game essentially, because they didn't have enough marshals because of COVID to enforce it all the way around the track. so they only picked Radion to enforce it at
We're low on fuel.
for some strange reason. You'd have thought they'd do it at the bus stop too.
This lap, please. Box this lap. When driving with the pit assist disabled, you'll need to be mindful of your speed when entering the pit lane. If you hit the limiter line too fast, you'll pick up a penalty. Watch the on-screen prompts that show your target
You've not
speed
gone out on
and
track yet,
distance
Nick?
to the limiter line.
Yeah, I've had all my lap times deleted,
Oh, wondered why I couldn't see it.
or I spun it. There you go.
Oh no, there you go.
Just really cautious around a few corners.
We'll run out of fuel this lap, I think. Looks like it's brightening up a bit.
Ooh.
Just let me get to the pit lane.
The rain looks like it's going to be getting much lighter over the next 10 to 15 minutes. There should be more grip, but don't expect a dry track.
I don't want to jinx it, but in that lap I just set that was faster than my first proper timed one, I also went on the grass for a bit of it. So there's more time to be found somewhere. Oh, grass again.
Oh no! So Ali's just said he's not joining us. His heating's died over the weekend,
Oh no.
so they're huddling up in one room to keep warm. Let's be honest, if he whacked his TV and PS4 and everything else, it might heat up pretty quickly.
Suggests the rain is going to be lightening up over the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. You should start finding more grip as we clear the standing water.
Oh, what kind of bloody fuel load have I got in it?
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 26.
6 laps, that's why. Okay. A bit more fuel in. Tires.
We're fourth in the speed trap, 192.0 miles per hour.
I'm going to regret this, going out with all the traffic. Does every time I leave the garage, my right wheel clips the wall, the pit wall.
Oh wow.
That's a weird one.
Yeah.
It's not the widest pit lane, is it?
It's one that... Okay, as long as it's not doing any damage... Well, we ain't got damage on anyway. But I'm sure it was Project Cars had a track like that. Every time I left the garage, it hit the wall and then invalidated my lap times and damaged the car. He's like, what's the point in that?
Which Project Cars was that?
That was the first one, I think.
Okay. It's the only one I've played.
Yeah, it wasn't the slickest at times. The racing was good, but
Yeah.
well,
Few
you say that
little
about
rough
all of
edges.
the games, really. The racing's always good, but
Graphically a little bit rough around the edges, remember that. But they
the
didn't have much of a
handling's
budget.
lovely. It does a lot very well. It's just,
Yeah.
I think it's the front end, even with the latest game, it's the front end that lets it down.
Do you play Assetto Corsa?
No, I've never had a go.
Oh, I wanna check it out if I ever see it, like dirt cheap.
I know Ali plays it, and I know the original Assetto Corsa was really cheap fairly recently. I don't know if it was
Yeah.
like £6.
But I really like the idea of just a pure GT3 game.
Mm. Oh, this is slippy as hell.
Tried to cheese that last chicane a bit too much.
Oh shoot,
Oh, was that you?
that was me. Sorry, man.
That's alright, we're trying to avoid the guy in front of me. So you've just cost me half a second.
I cost myself a hell of a lot more. I was on a good lap as well. I got a purple sector 1. You just got on the brakes a little bit too late on that one. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think that cost me about 7/10 in the end, but probably wouldn't have changed my position.
Oh, I hate being stuck in traffic. It's getting heavier, right?
It feels like it is
Yeah.
now, yeah. It's like a bit of that dry line that I thought I saw coming has gone. I'm also sat in spray, which is definitely not helping.
Yeah, likewise.
I'm going for an overtake.
Oh shit.
I'll kiss them all.
That's the fastest lap of the session so far.
Nice.
Tiny bit more confidence in some of the corners makes a massive difference, doesn't it? That's too confident. Right. Time deleted. Thank you.
Heh. Box this lap.
The gap between you two is
Box this
0.05
lap.
seconds.
The horrible thing is, I'm going to track time invalidated. I'm currently 1 second up on my last lap.
Oh god.
Let's drop down to about 8.5 tenths.
to the toilet. Back in a minute.
Oh, yeah, a lot slower this time. You're too wide there, Jesus. That was messy. We've gone from a second up to a second down.
Oh. Which bit?
Lap to lap, anyway. First sector, before the bridge, the left-right, before you go up to the bridge, I went too wide. Tried to take too much speed round that corner just before it, and it threw me out.
My previous lap, I was basically half a second up, and then I got my lap invalidated at the last chicane.
Oh no! So I'll probably end up doing it now, but so far I've not hit track limits on the last chicane. Ooh. It's the one after the bridge that I'm doing it at, or underneath the bridge.
No, it's been the last chicane for me all the time.
Alright.
It's
going to be raining for the foreseeable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's raining all session. Let's have a go.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Anyone going out on slicks, yeah?
No. Madman.
Just settling for keeping it out of the wall.
The qualifying is going to be horrendous, just because none of us have
got no clue.
any confidence in any of the corner. Be like, oh, this is what grit feels like around here, and then have to forget about what grit feels like again for the actual race.
Yeah, not too bad.
Lap time deleted.
The rain is
Oh, I did not get on the power early enough for that.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff.
Is that about it not going to dry out?
Yeah, it's going to take a while. It's getting lighter, but it's going to take a while for it to dry out. Yes, no shit. Just spun it as well, nearly.
I'm eking bits out on certain corners and then losing it again.
Yeah.
I've set 2 purple sectors, but this lap's going to be invalidated, so...
Oh, I brought too early on the break in there. It's definitely lighter down the back straight. 24-1.
Wow.
That's a lap.
That wasn't even good, if I'm honest, but I'll take it. I really nearly went for a spin on it. Oh, invalidated. Down sector 2 is a lot heavier than sectors 1 and 3.
It gets darker, doesn't it?
And you can see it puddling a lot more. You've really got to stick to your line. Still not convinced I got that hairpin very good.
This lap, please. Box this lap.
Oh, get lost. Ah. That
Well
put me on
done.
123.9. Jeez. That was a big sigh.
Of relief.
Oh, no traction. Too much grass after the Wall of Champions.
I'm doing what you're doing now, Matt. I'm just getting that corner
Well, that
invalidated every time.
chicane, yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
take too much on the left,
Yep, exactly.
and then it invalidates that and the next lap, which is great.
No, I think we're doing the chicane a bit further up. That's causing the issues. Rather than the last one.
Well, I've got
I
two
know which one
problems.
you're
the
at,
last
Nick.
one, and also the first sort of S1. Shame, because my sector 1 was a purple. And then I sort of gave up the rest of the lap. Well, that's what did that lap too.
Time to box. Just as my fuel runs out. Good job, it ran out on the back straight then.
How much of a gap is it? Just under 0.2 of a second. Oh, I guess so the AI stand-ins don't bother going out on track.
Have they not?
Yes. None of them have, but then
What?
some of the regular AI for races haven't either.
Oh, Jesus. I really did blow it on that lap where I hit the grass at the edge of the wall.
Times are now being posted. It's getting faster out there.
Your car looks very purple, Nick.
Unless one of you bangs it in right now, this is looking pretty competitive for a wet race. As Nick just goes and bangs it in. Now it's not competitive any longer.
Oh, crikey. Just
It's
under
just taking a second.
faster as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Yeah.
Nah, it's Yeah, it's slippy out there. If it's not as slippy in the race, I reckon it'll be okay. But it's a thing of every lap is different.
Yeah.
Where on some laps you can push it in certain places, and others you try and do this exact same thing you did the lap before, and you just start spinning.
So the symbol we've got for practice is light rain. So the little cloud with 3 dashes underneath it.
Yeah.
The symbol we've got for the first 20 minutes of the race is heavy rain.
Oh,
the
nice.
cloud with
Nick.
5 dashes underneath it.
I'm also just going back to the pits. I'm not even.
Well, at least that's the type of lap to make the mistake on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be even slippier in the race to start with. It might lighten up a little bit towards the end, but it's not going to be a quick one.
It sounds like it's concentration heavy. Wow. Right. What we got left on the session? 53 seconds.
Nice.
Esto, Howard. Oh, there's only 3 on the track.
Don't know how fast the AI is in the rain. I mean, they're a good 6 seconds, 6-7 seconds off us. So.
Well, so as long as we stay ahead,
I'd take a set of
theory,
Yeah.
it should be alright.
I'm hoping that I can stay ahead of the pack to not get in traffic, but far enough behind you two that I'm not driving in spray.
The issue we might have is the AI could absolutely stonk us in qualifying.
They could.
Nah, we'll be alright. I mean,
Are you sure?
yeah, even like having not practiced on a dry track, I think we can deal with a 6-second disparity between the two, I reckon.
Oh Jesus! I knocked a second out of your time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Flipping heck.
Yep.
Okay.
And I thought
Right.
I banged my lap in.
I got to the end of mine. I was like, I could still improve on that.
I thought, I sent it.
This is the bit where we all go very quiet.
Yes.
Yes.
So I don't mess up at the beginning. and
Concentration for
accidentally run off
1
the track
minute.
as it starts.
What, we're at 1 minute 16?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Oh my god, going from
good
intermediates to
track.
softs.
Yeah, it's not going to be.
Here we
That's
go.
what I mean. Oh god.
See you on the other side, boys.
Oh fuck.
Yep. Did your wheel just take over? Jesus.
Oh, I've got grip now. What? I don't have to tiptoe around corners. Well, my lap time just got invalidated.
Oh, it's so much nicer in the dry.
Enjoy it. Oh, it is lovely though.
It is.
Oh, too wide.
Forgot what DRS was.
Well, that's over. I'm last.
Oh, you were disqualified.
Yeah.
For exceeding track limits.
Yes.
That's what happened to me in Monaco. I wasn't ready for when the thing started. And so I went over the chicane at the end of the top of the first little straight bit. Thought I did alright through the rest of it, but because I wasn't I wasn't paying attention enough and missed that bit. That's it, lap invalidated.
Yeah.
It was
so where
where
are
a
we?
we got off the where it gave control because there was nothing in the steering and I wasn't quite on centre. And it wrenched it and I thought, Christ, I'm going into the wall to begin with.
Did you see the results come up?
Yes,
I didn't see.
Yeah, I did.
you're second.
You're second.
Okay, that's fine. I can deal with that.
Oh, lovely. Rain, I forgot.
Yeah.
Bollocks.
That's no point in the strategy. It's intermediates.
Yeah, don't have to pit.
Default strategy projected, just same
Oh,
tires.
the question is, we don't have to pit, but actually, there's not going to be a lot of grip.
The intermediates don't. Like, I didn't change tyres all the practice session.
Ah, right, we might be alright then.
They don't fall
And
off. I did a full race in Monaco on the same set of tyres.
Oh,
Yeah.
fine. Okay. No!
I can't see a thing.
Tiptoeing,
Oh,
tiptoeing!
Yeah, I can just hear all of the engine, like, all the crunch behind me.
Don't get on the grass. Oh, this is so much worse than practice.
Yep. At least it's not full wet tyre.
No, there is that advantage. I can feel the grip disappearing through the wheel, going in a straight line.
Yep.
Is that because you're not up to speed yet?
I think it's because there's no dry line,
Ah, that makes sense.
and you're going straight forward. You know, you can feel the tension in the wheel.
Yeah.
It's just disappearing. Or is this you coming up on me, Mark?
Yep.
Right.
I don't think I've got it. Don't worry.
Well, I'm staying left anyway, so...
That's right, stay on the non-existent line for now.
Warning, exceeding track limits.
What?
Yeah, I got a warning for that too.
Same chicane.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'm up into 8th, by the way.
Nice.
That is a cracking start.
What, you Kimi Räikkönen?
Shut up and leave me alone.
For what?
What did I do?
Did we get any pit radio from him today?
No. Well, not that we heard.
It's a shame, I'm sure
Like
that were
last-
entertaining.
The last race, when his engineers were like, oh no, you don't really care about it, but it's like a massive milestone, record
Oh,
number
yeah.
of race starts. No reply.
I like to imagine that he was just like actually secretly crying. Get out of the way now.
It's raining so heavy I can't even see in my mirrors. I have no bloody clue where anybody is.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Well, I'm pretty close to you, but not close enough to be a threat, so...
Right.
Half a second behind you.
Oh, thank God there's no DRS.
Yeah.
Stay off the curbs, stay off the curbs.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
just get an update as well?
What the?
Clear patch on its way. It's about 10 more minutes in its
Oh
way.
no. I saw a green flag pop up, so I figured there's some
Yeah, I did.
interesting action.
Well, what on earth just
That was
happened?
the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
Okay.
Did you guys hear that interview with Sergio Perez after the race today?
No, I
not.
didn't watch any of it.
It was a strange interview. It seemed to suggest that he couldn't announce anything, but he will be in Formula One next year.
Oh, right.
I've got a
It'd be a shame
horrible
if he
feeling.
wasn't.
It would be a shame, but I've got a horrible feeling that it's going to be at Williams,
Asshole Williams.
at George Russell's expense.
Yeah. Well, he's got money, hasn't he? He's got a good amount of Mexican backing.
He's got Carlos Slim backing him, who's one of the richest men in the
Yeah.
world.
So, it would make sense.
ETA on this rain clearing up is about 10 minutes, so
Oh, I've just
keep
had the 10-minute message.
On your right.
Okay.
Nope. Didn't quite have enough.
Good lap, though.
Oh, yeah.
Not as good as Nick's.
Where are you up to, Nick?
is gaining on
Third.
by 5/10 a lap.
Oh, shit, you are, yeah.
Thanks for that, Jeff. We're still on the right tyres.
If there was any doubt for you.
Yeah. I think he just hasn't got anything to say. He just wants to seem relevant still, so...
I just got the same update.
The track is drying, but it's going to take a while to clear the standing water off the line. Don't start thinking about slicks just yet.
I just got told don't start thinking about slicks just yet. Don't worry. I am not. Oh, that was crappy on the throttle, didn't you?
I wonder if after today, Carlos Sainz is going to be looking at the Ferrari and thinking, maybe next season won't be as bad as I thought it would be.
Maybe. I hope so.
I
As long as
suspect
he
He
they'll
said,
be,
I hope
careful.
it won't be as bad.
I suspect they'll be chucking lots of resource of it over the next few months.
Yeah.
Well, they're not allowed to do too much in terms of performance, are they?
I think it's
But
more
they-
to do with
Hell.
like how it's set up, right?
Yeah, they need to sort out whatever they had to stop doing with the engine, which feels like they're kind of getting there with that.
Yeah.
But it's also, it's like set up at the way to the problem that they've got at Red Bull.
Yeah,
It's like the Ferrari set up to be a bit more oversteery, which Vettel doesn't
Yes.
like.
That's why Vettel did so well at Red Bull, because their cars are very pointy.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what sort of car Carlos Sainz prefers.
No, I don't.
Well, he drove for Toro Rosso for a while when they were getting the Newey cast-offs.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that says he likes a similar style or... So I felt like I just drifted all the way around turn one.
playing that inertial drift game?
I haven't had a go at it. Actually, I quite fancy it. I've not bought it.
Does look. It looks like old classic drift games, but the whole twin stick element sounds really interesting.
It does. I quite fancied it from reading about it. But it's just one of those where I haven't really got time.
No.
I've got a big stack of things I'm trying to work through. Thinking in 4 weeks I'm going to be playing them all on a new console. They're playing the same games, but I'm making a bit of an effort to try and clear some of the unfinished stuff.
Yeah. I just can't stop playing Space Crew at the moment.
Oh, I loved that.
So good.
Yeah, absolutely great game.
I played something like 30 odd hours of Bomber Crew.
It's so easy to get sucked into. I mean, some of the missions were taking 45 minutes to an hour to do.
Oh shit! Oh bollocks! I fucked that up.
Did you
Short track limits.
I spun at turn 1. I was on your tail, literally.
Oh, I could see you.
I don't know if you saw me.
Oh yeah, I could see you.
And now you're 11 seconds, so I've got that gap to mount again.
That's about 4
Won't
laps
take you
then.
long. Yeah, it's about 4 laps. Yeah.
Oh, the rain is definitely easing.
It's not a perfect situation, but I don't think we have cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
Don't think we have cause to move on to a different tyre yet. Well, that was a very precise answer, Jeff. Yeah, Space Crew's great. It's punishing if you don't pay attention.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I've got a good setup on my ship now. But off the back of that, I went back and started playing Elite Dangerous again because I hadn't played that in a while.
Oh yeah.
It's just a really good, like, relaxing, stick a film or a podcast on in the background, go out and do some space trucking or space mining or exploration or whatever.
If I ever loaded mine back up, my ship is stuck somewhere in the depths of space with no fuel.
Oh, you got to call the fuel rats.
I know. I thought about doing it, and then I thought, yeah, but I can't remember how to play the game now if I did that.
Oh.
I might as well just start it again. I come and get rescued, and then they have to rescue me again.
Just ask if they can give you a tow back to the next
Yeah,
station.
that might be easier. And they'll just live out my life on the
They
station.
might be able to now, actually, because there's the fleet carriers. The fleet carriers operate like a little space station, but they can move around. They can jump from system to system.
It's an immense game, is that? So complicated.
And they're
just pick up
adding
and
new
play.
stuff next year as well. They're adding space legs finally. Where you'll be able to get up and like walk around your ship, land on, at the moment, only barren planets with an atmosphere. But you'll be able to land on planets with an atmosphere, kind of like Mars, planets like that.
Right.
Be aware we expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
You expect the grip to fall away? What, you mean I've had grip? How many laps are we doing?
18.
18. Oh dear. Well, the rain hasn't stopped. It has felt like it's eased a bit, but...
Sector 1, 2 are pretty dry. 3 is still
Horrible.
different.
I picked up Ni no Kuni Remastered on the Switch today. Just to have to play again at some point in the not too distant future. I picked it up because it was like £8, which is the sort of price you can't really say no to, and that was one of my favourite games from the last generation.
Never played it.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
lovely.
I never played it either.
It's lovely. If you like Studio Ghibli, then and you like like old turn-based style JRPGs with a sort of Pokemon element in there as well, but mainly like the Ghibli stuff. Then yeah, you should definitely play
How can I say you're not selling me on the other bits?
Well,
I'm
it's
not,
like traditional turn-based JRPG,
Yeah.
like turn-based combat. It's very throwback. You've got like a world view that you're running around on, and then like you can see like cities you go into, like you would in old Final Fantasy games, old 3D Final Fantasy games.
Right.
But then you collect these minions that you can send out for fights to do fighting and combat as well as like your characters. And there's sort of like a collection element to it, but it's entirely optional.
Be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Who's run off the track?
I've got an AI car out.
Oh, it sounds interesting. I always thought it looked lovely.
Yeah, I mean it's got hand animated cutscenes from Studio Ghibli and Joe Hisashi, who does the music for a lot of their films. Oh, what? Fuck. 3-second time penalty. Oh well.
Ooh. Okay, I'll
3-second
just
time
see where my
penalty
grip went.
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
It stopped raining.
It has.
So the question is, at what point are we going to get called in? Oh, that rear end is still... DRS enabled, does that mean someone's gone to slicks?
Now enabled DRS.
It means it stopped raining, I think.
I didn't think you had DRS with inters on. Unless it is just that, it
if
stopped
it's not
raining.
raining, then you can have, but obviously that very rarely
A new
happens.
strategy is available on the MFD.
New strategy. Okay. Give us a clue what my MFD buttons are, Jeff, because I can't remember. Change strategy. Go on then. Confirm change. Is that button?
Oh, Nick's crept up me while I was messing around with my MFD.
Don't worry, I was messing around too.
But he still managed to creep right up on me.
Right, pitted. God knows what they're putting on. Because I just went with whatever he suggested. Don't fuck me over, Jeff.
You are mediums?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. Would have preferred the softs, but sure, why not?
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Well, it dried out pretty quick, didn't it?
It did, but it's still a little bit slippy. Ooh, very slippy.
Nick stayed out.
Did he? We're going for the undercut.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
He's gone radio silent.
He's concentrating, isn't he?
On your right.
You got DRS.
Oh! Ooh!
What? Oh, Jesus. That was sodding worthwhile then, wasn't it? You stupid idiot
What happened?
engineer. I pitted and he put me on more inters.
What? That was your... Did you select... Did you get, like, the option for a new,
Yeah,
And you selected it?
yeah.
Weird. Because I was fiddling around for ages in my
Oh,
MFD trying
get
to
away.
manually change the tyres.
Go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
And, which is really difficult to do whilst you're driving.
If I wanted inters, I'd have just stayed out.
Yeah.
Well, that's just ruined my race.
I've just got a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but you passed me now. I just had a chance of still being able to win without having to overtake you. That's not going to happen now. And I don't think I've got DRS either. No, I haven't.
Got your battery.
Yeah, I've used that. It's not got the same kick, has it?
No.
Right. I'm not going to win, but I had a free pit stop. So I've gone for it.
Softs. Nice.
But I will be, what, 20 seconds behind you guys, so
So about 3 laps behind.
24.
And you'll be on my back.
Yeah, but that's the end of the race, so you
Oh
guys
shit,
won.
that's true.
Remember, when you pit in, not
Oh
only
my
can we change
God,
the
what is
tyres to
grip?
match the conditions, we can also
What is
adjust the
grip?
angle of the front wing to help with changes in
This is grip. Oh my Jesus.
I have to say, Mark, you've adapted to the change faster than I did.
It was a little bit sketchy at first. I don't know whether it was
Yeah.
because the track was still wet or because the tyres were so cold, but... What?
Chazzy?
Fake Chazzy setting the fastest lap? Not having this. Did any of you guys watch the new Borat film yet?
Yes, I watched it last night.
It's very good.
I laughed quite a lot through it. I
Yes.
wasn't sure whether I would, given the
Yeah.
time. I laughed, I cringed. The fertility dance.
Oh man.
You know, you
Yeah.
could see where it was going, couldn't you? It's just like, oh
The
god,
one
no.
at the debutante's ball.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I did enjoy it.
Yeah. The Rudy Giuliani scene was so much worse than I thought it would be.
I think I almost thought the press had made it out worse than it really was. But it
Oh,
was
it's
odd.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
He's such a creepy man, though.
I tell you what, it did throw up to me. Not the Giuliani scene, but early on. The two guys he stays with in quarantine.
Oh god, the QAnon
No.
guys.
Now, they're a bit... Obviously have some interesting views. But are still massively welcoming to take him in during quarantine.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I just thought... for everything that's said, they kind of tend to miss that stuff out usually.
This is your final lap of the race.
Back marker's not getting out of the way.
Oof.
Sent it.
Yes, you did. Did we get bonus points for fastest laps?
Yeah,
I think
this
so.
league?
That's why I did it. Lost count of how many penalties I've got. Just for exceeding track limits. I think it's 3. Doesn't really matter.
Oh,
'cause-
I've just got another one.
Penalty for that last
Oh.
What, another
At least
time
you're
penalty?
safe.
That's another 3-second penalty. Yeah, I clipped just too much on that last chicane
That
trying to catch
chicane
you.
it's so easy to go a little bit too far over on it, isn't it?
Yeah,
There we go. Oh, that was fun.
that's an interesting race,
Yeah.
was that?
Yeah, it was a roller coaster.
Canada
Wet, dry,
usually
wet, dry,
is.
wet, dry.
Oh, look at that!
Yes.
Driver of the day.
Nice.
From back of the grid to the third, I guess. So,
There, that was a good drive.
Do you know, I actually voted driver of
Oh.
the day for the first time today in the actual race.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I never usually bother, but
I think I did it a couple of times last year.
yeah. I had to give it to Perez. To getting spun out on lap 1 and still finishing where he did.
Yeah.
oh, but then he pulled that really late move right at the end.
Yeah.
That was a bit dodge.
By that point, I'd already voted. I couldn't retract
I was
it.
thinking because it literally popped up with him leading 2 laps before he did that, I think.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I bet half the people that voted for him now wish they hadn't.
You can't retract it. 4-time penalties, Nick.
There we go. Nice. And I still came third.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
how were you that fastest lap?
Soft tyres.
Yeah, but 3 seconds. Yeah.
I didn't even use... I should have gone with the rich fuel for that. But
I
yeah,
had to turn it down to lean towards the end because I was running out of petrol.
Oh, is that why I
When I
caught up with you?
started...
Yeah.
When I started that lap, Matt, you were 20 seconds ahead of me, and when I finished it, you were 14 seconds ahead or something.
Shit.
I had a bit of a... Well, I didn't get past the back marker cleanly until he went ghost.
Yeah.
And I just drove through him. That was a good race.
Yeah.
Oh, France next time. I don't like France.
Boring
I
track.
don't like the track at all.
It's just boring.
It's flat.
It's just so boring. Yeah, it's got the none of the twists and turns seem particularly exciting. There's no undulation at all. Yeah, completely flat. There's nothing, not even any nice scenery around. They painted it pretty colours
Well,
around the edge of the tracks.
you sort of think I tend to find that confusing as a spectator because sometimes you can't work out what corner they're in.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. But after that, though, then we get some of the classics. Then we've got Silverstone, Hungary. Then have we got Spa and Monza?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it probably is, isn't it?
Let me
If I
go
looked at the calendar, that would have said.
time trial 2020. Yeah, Canada, so then France, then
Oh,
Austria.
wrong calendar.
I like the Red Bull Ring.
Yes.
Silverstone, Hungaroring, Spa, Monza, and then Singapore. I might be ill that week. I'll let my AI do it. Then Sochi, Then Suzuka. Circuit the Americas, which is another one I'm not a fan of at all.
I
Yeah.
don't mind it in this. I've driven it in. Oh god, what was the planet in MotoGP 20, and I hated it. I could not
just
get to
another
grips with
one-
it at all.
I just think it's kind of a bit boring, like France.
It's not as boring
Mexico.
as France.
It's not as boring as France, no. Mexico, I've got mixed feelings about. There's bits of that track I really like. I really like the slow section where you go underneath the grandstand.
Yes.
That's just quite a neat idea.
Oh, shit. Japan. USA,
Brazil,
Mexico,
and
Brazil,
Abu
and Abu Dhabi. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
both good. So, but I mean, let's face it, we are France next week. 1, 2.
Oh, the actual name of the Brazilian track's completely
5,
escaping me
6,
at the moment.
7.
Interlagos.
Interlagos, yeah, because they're called Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache
Yeah.
or whatever.
So,
But, yeah,
The,
Interlagos.
I thought Portugal was quite Interlagos-y.
Yeah.
It reminded me of it somehow.
Yeah.
What is it with like these tracks having like so take Brazil for instance. It's like Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache. I guess that's how you pronounce it. But why is it not listed as Interlagos? Did it used to be called Interlagos and then they changed the name, or is Interlagos like a unofficial name for it, or
Is
Because the
Interlagos
same-
the town or whatever it's in?
because it's the same deal with the next Italian Grand Prix, which it's Imola, but all the listings don't call it
Yes.
Imola.
Is it? What's it? Have they called it? Have they called it San Marino for next weekend,
no,
or is it?
No, it's a really weird one. I can't quite remember what it is.
Oh, I can look it up.
It was always the San Marino Grand Prix because of the region it was in.
It's the Formula One Emirates Gran Premio del Emilia Romagna.
So, Mark, Interlagos was originally named Interlagos, and then it changed its name from Autodromo de Interlagos to its current name to honour the Brazilian Formula One driver Jose Carlos Pace, who died in a plane crash in 1977.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
but it's still just well. To be honest, Interlagos is just because it's between
Interlagos
two
is
lakes.
it's the original name of it.
Yeah.
Right.
And Imola,
And then they
I don't
changed
know
it.
about that one. Oh, Imola is the city.
You'd have thought, if anything, Imola would have changed its name to Imola Autodromo de Senna.
Yeah.
They might not want people remembering or
Yeah,
being
no.
reminded of that every time.
Yeah.
Even
No,
though
they've
I know what you
named
mean.
it after Emilia
Ferrari.
Romagna, which is that region, that administrative region of Italy.
Yeah.
So, but whatever. Imola.
So I think by my rough reckoning, we'd be hitting Singapore as the last race before Christmas.
If we stick to one a week, then
If
yeah.
we manage to stick to the Sunday nights, which feels a slightly
I'm-
better one, I'm definitely not as knackered.
I will have to miss one. Got a long weekend away in November, towards the end of November. So I don't know. Hopefully I don't miss.
You tier 2 cowards. Or tier 1, maybe. What are you in?
I don't know.
I'm tier 2. Weirdly,
I don't know.
and I know it's just coincidence, but the top corner of my screen, where it's got my pit coins and everything, says tier 2. So it knows. Tier
you
2
scrubs.
at the moment. We could well be tier 3 at some point.
Yeah, I'm
In the
tier
next week
3
or
at the
two.
moment. In the
Well, I'm-
worst in the worst place in South Yorkshire too. So, yay.
Well, I'm supposed to be going to Winchester at the end of November. Hopefully we're not in another lockdown and have to cancel. But
I think it's going as far as the 3, very high, whatever they want to call it. I don't think it's going to a lot of lockdown status at the moment.
for you,
Well.
well, you live in a fairly, on the outskirts of a fairly urban area, right?
Yeah.
You live near a city.
Yeah. Yeah, about 8 to 10 miles from Bradford.
Yeah.
2
And
from
Nick,
Halifax.
You live in a large town. It's not. I don't think it's
Yeah.
a city, right? No.
We live in a small town near Sheffield.
It's a large town.
Yeah, but I'm a Sheffield Wednesday fan, so we chant "You're just a small town from Sheffield."
Oh, right. I see. Yeah. Right. And I. What is the population of my town? It is 6,000 people.
Well, that's very small
So-
then.
Yeah. So we're all right. I live in the only county in the country that does. Well, one of the only counties in the country that doesn't have a city. So, we're
Yeah, so you're
fairly
tier
alright.
1, aren't you? You can still go and see people at other people's houses.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've not been able to do that for. Actually, I can't remember. I genuinely can't remember when we were last able to do that. Probably a good 5 or 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Before they put us on additional restrictions.
Well,
Although,
they're looking at a tier 4 now for us.
oh god,
I didn't even know it
they
went
just
that
take you all
high.
out and shoot you.
They
Or
just,
that fumigation stuff. Just put it over all your houses
Yeah.
and say you ain't
They put
coming out.
one of those when they're like a building in New York gets bed bugs, and they put
Yeah.
Yeah.
like tarpaulin over it. They'll just put that
Just that over
Sheffield.
Barnsley.
Loads of bug
You're
bugs.
going nowhere.
I didn't
put
even
it-
know that it went that high. I thought tier 3 was where it topped
I
out.
thought tier 3 was the top. They're inventing a tier.
Oh, I guess I'll have to if it gets worse in particular areas.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do something, won't they? Anyway,
It's never really calmed down in like London. I've got a couple of friends who live down in London, and it's just like they've been working at home non-stop since
my brother
March.
My brother lives there. And he's I don't know if he has been back into the office, but if he has, he's been like in on his own. I mean, he might not have been, but I know he's been going and working. He's been like working in various hotels. He's just been hotel bars, sitting there for the day, so he's not sat at home all the time.
You just
But,
go
yeah,
mad, right?
It's getting that way.
I'm really lucky that I can walk to the office and work there for the day and not have to worry about other people because no one else has gone in.
Yeah, I've been going. In fact, I'm going to stop the stream. So thanks to anybody who's been watching.
Oh yeah.
And we'll not
Thank
bore you
you.
with our COVID chat. There's enough of that. And we'll hopefully be back next Sunday. Bye.